And she's going to answer some questions for us, so we will have it.
You'll have to talk louder and not too fast.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't you just start out with telling us when you were born and where you were born?
Well, I was born east of Rayville on what they call the Collie Place. And I was born in July 1927. Oh, July 27, 1914.
Okay.
Can you erase that?
No, we're going to keep that. July 27th, 1914. Okay. And you, well, just keep going. Tell us about your mom and dad and your brothers and your sisters.
Well, my mother was 30 years old when I was born. I thought she was an old woman.
And now you think she's not. She wasn't, right?
No. We moved from the place I was born when I was a year and a half old and lived there the rest of my life till I was married. And I had 5 sisters and 2 brothers. Lee was the oldest, Velma was the next, then Ruth, and then Faye, then me, and then Raymond and Elaine.
So Elaine was the baby.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Well, we all have some questions. Every family member has a question that they want to, every family member has a question that they want to ask you. Okay? But anything that you want to add, also feel free.
Okay.
Okay? So, Mom would like to know, did you know your grandma Easter? And did you ever stay with her?
That was my great-grandmother.
Oh.
I never knew my grandmother.
Okay, well, who was your grandmother?
Letty Turnage, and she married McCrae. And she died when my mother was 2 years old. She died at childbirth, and Mama was raised by my great-grandmother.
Oh, okay. So you say she died at childbirth. Did the baby live or did the baby die too?
No, it died too.
It died too.
No, wait a minute. No, the baby lived.
The baby lived?
But somebody else took her, and my mother never knew her till she was, getting way up in years, about the time Faye and Honest married. And
We got company, but go ahead, keep going. Hey girls, come on in. And so,
she went and hunted her up. She lived in Kansas. She went and hunted her up, and she was so glad that my mother did her up.
Yeah, I bet.
She had another sister though.
Mm. So your mother then was raised by your great-grandmother Easter.
My mother and her oldest sister was raised by my great-grandmother.
So did you know her very well, your great-grandmother?
Easter Collie?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I knew her.
Mm-hmm.
Went to see her several times. Numerous times.
Okay. All right. Stacy, her question is, she wants to know what the best part of raising kids on the farm is.
They're not all over chasing around with other kids.
Yeah, okay, that's true.
They're kind of at home.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Okay, and Lane wants to know what yours and Granddaddy's favorite thing to do on the farm was.
Oh, anything but milk cows.
Anything but milk cows, huh?
How are you? I didn't think you was coming.
I think they like to work the dirt, work the soil better than
Uh-huh.
anything.
Okay. And how about you? What would you like to do?
Anything there was to do.
Garden, plant
Just
flowers.
so I could be outside.
Be
working.
outside. Anything outside. Okay. Benton wants to know. Let's see. How many kids were in your graduating class?
8.
8.
Oh, in my graduated from high school, you
Right.
mean?
Mm-hmm.
Lands, I don't know. I don't remember.
You don't remember?
100 and some, though, I
100
think.
some.
Mhm.
And he also wants to know, what was it like walking to school?
Well, it was kind of hectic sometimes. We had to walk in mud with the mud caked on our feet. And we walked 2.5 miles. And I started school when I was 5 years old. So there was we had a neighbor boy that walked with us, and I'd hang on to his coattail. He'd pull me up the hills.
What time would you get up?
Ben wants to know what time you got up for school.
What?
What time did you get up to go to school?
Oh, about 6 o'clock. Well, depended on what time of the year it was. But we had to get up about 5:30 in the wintertime.
What time did school start? Do you remember?
It started at 9,
Wow.
and we didn't get out till 4 o'clock.
My goodness. How long did it take you to walk?
Oh, I don't remember how long, but it'd be in the wintertime. It'd be pretty near dark when we'd get home.
So how many of you walked together?
Oh, there was, let's see, Faye and Ruth and me, I guess. I don't remember. I guess Velma walked with us, but Lee had started school at Richmond when I started school.
How far did you have to walk?
What?
How far did you have to walk?
2.5 miles.
2.5 miles.
Mhm.
Wow.
And we went rain or shine, snowy or whatever. They never dismissed school.
Wow.
We always went.
It wasn't too hot, wasn't too cold, wasn't too snowy. Okay. You guys want to go ahead? You got your questions?
My mom got them.
Okay.
ask
No, go
them?
ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, Colin wants to know, do you ever wish you would have been a teacher or something else besides a farmer's wife?
No, really, I didn't. I thought at one time I wanted to get a job and work a while. And I got the job all right, but when I got it, I turned it down.
What was it?
I thought I could be more help to Dean at home than I could working.
Yeah. What was the job?
Is it a laundry?
Ah.
So I decided that was enough for me. I was just happy on the farm. I helped him all I could.
Mhm.
Kagan wants to know, what were your chores when you were little?
What were your chores when you were little? Okay.
Oh, I had to carry in the wood for cook stove. And I always put it off till dark, and I was biggest coward ever was. But I had to carry it in anyway.
Mhm. So is that the only chore you had?
Yeah, when I was small, then as I got older, I helped milk the cows. And had help clean house, and help do cooking as I got older.
Did it take a lot of wood for the cook stove?
Yeah, we used quite a lot of wood. We heated with wood and cooked with wood too. Made biscuits every morning.
Wow. Did you ever help with the cutting the wood?
What?
Did you ever help cutting wood?
No, not
No.
until after I was married.
Okay, Cindy, do you have your question?
Mine is, how would you describe your home life? Was it a Christian home? What kind of discipline did you have? And describe your family closeness.
We were well disciplined. My dad I knew that we had to behave ourselves because he expected it. But he never struck me a lick in my life. Never did get on to me much.
How are you?
But what else do you say?
Would you describe it as a Christian home?
No, really, it wasn't a Christian home, but it was a good home.
Okay, and what about the closeness? The closeness.
We were all very close, and we all got up and ate breakfast together. All of our meals were eaten together, and we sat around the table and talked, usually every time we ate.
Did any of the kids pair up? Was all the kids close, or did any of you guys pair up with each other against?
Well, Faye and Ruth paired up because they were the nearest age. I was the nuisance.
Okay, and Todd has a question. Todd wants to know, what was the maddest you ever got at Dean?
Ooh, that's a good question.
What was the maddest you ever got at Grandpa?
Was it the chainsaw? Was it the?
I don't know, unless it was the time that we was milking the cows and milking outside, and I was sitting milking a cow, and the one he was milking didn't suit him. He got up and threw his bucket at it and just about run her over me.
So did you yell at him?
I expect I did. I don't know. It's been too long. I can't
Throw the
remember
stool
that.
back.
The cow had horns, and
Oh man.
she got a hold of me. It had tore me up.
Richard, do you have your question?
I guess. That's hard.
Mom, you forgot Josie.
He knows all about me.
Yes, do Josie. Yes, Mom, do Josie.
Of all the years that you've lived through and the changes that you've seen and all the things you've gone through, what was the most rewarding time of your life?
Well, I believe when we had our kids at home. We could take them and go places, and they were both very good kids. Could take them, not have to worry about what they done. But I was always glad to do anything on the farm.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's good times, isn't it, Grandma?
What?
That's good times, isn't it, when you have your kids at home?
Yeah, we had good times. Had good times when we was kids. We made our own fun. We met the neighbors halfway apart and played games.
Mm-hmm. Did you have any other question, Richard? Okay,
No,
well, let's see.
I think one of my rewarding times was when we had a good family life.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Huh? I think some pictures. Okay, let's see. Dixie, her question is, how old were you when you got married?
20?
Okay. And she has another question. Were you a Christian before you got married? Or
Yes, I was.
Okay. And she wants to know who baptized you.
Andy Dorrell, I believe. I'm not absolutely sure of that.
Okay. Ben, you have your question?
Alright, how did you and Dean meet?
What did
How did you and Granddaddy meet?
Well, we started the school together and went through 11 grades together, and we never paid any attention to each other. And while I was in my last year of high school,